All right, new tonight, a film crew from Japan hits the valley this month, hoping to discover new truths in an old mystery. As Carrie Pena reports, even after 10 years, the Phoenix Lights are still raising questions all around the world.
In the 10 years since Tim Ley saw the object he drew in these pictures,
it was in this V pattern of the 5 lights, with the one light in the front and on the side, like a perfect V coming at us.
His story hasn't changed.
It's not a story. It's a fact.
Major sighting here.
For most people, home video like this represents the March 13th, 1997 phenomenon known as the Phoenix Lights. But Tim Ley...
This thing went directly over my house. So we got to see it in its, actual state.
And his son Hal...
I came right over the top, right down the street here.
...saw something more like this. Up close and personal, they say, and they're not alone. Journalists from all over the world came to Phoenix in the months after the event. And now, 10 years later, they're still coming. This crew is from Japan, where they take UFO reports seriously.
Japanese citizens in general have very high interest in UFOs. They often have a lot of TV shows, even from many years ago, talking about this issue, and in Japan it's a very serious issue that they have great interest in.
They'll interview more than a dozen witnesses like Tim and his family. Some have never spoken publicly about what they saw that night, but they all share a remarkably similar visual memory.
It came down from Prescott. It was really high altitude, and then just a couple miles away, all of a sudden it started dropping down, and the next thing you know, it was coming right down our street.
So they want to know the truth. They want to know what really happened. They want to hear from each witness their personal account and hopefully get closer to what really happened that night and the truth.
People would say, this is crazy, absolutely crazy.
If it's crazy, Lee asks how so many people who don't know each other could report the same thing on the same night, something that was not a set of lights off in the distance.
We all, every day. What would you think if you saw something like that?
I just can't imagine. I never have. I probably never will.